As expected, fully packed here tonight. It's the Grand Theater. My name is Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson. Dalton Thunder Smith.
This bout is scheduled for...
We welcome you to the... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. Both men step back for just a moment. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He takes that jab. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Threw the hook, didn't land. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. That left counter punch the score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell for round two. Counter-punching for both these athletes. A counter-fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Punch, counter-punch. Fighter will say no mas. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch. He just misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One punch could change everything in this battle. Men step back for just a moment. Big counter right hand again. Neither man really defending themselves. Nice counter shot with the right hand. And that left lands. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad. Bell rings and we start the third. Hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them. toe-to-toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
And he just missed with that left jab. They both want the knockout. Game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. With that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was... There's the bell for round 4. Gets out of the way of that left hand. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. He misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. Fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell to start round 5. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both men step back for just a moment. And He misses with that jab. He misses with that jab. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power. And I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Here we go in the 6th round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Shot with the left. Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. Here comes round 7. You'd like to see more jabs. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Missing with that jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You gotta...
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Is this big opportunity to finish the fight slipping him by? And right back into the fray. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Blocks that jab. Jab not going to score. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Round 8, and we're off again. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. The cut doesn't look that bad, but they're going to take a look at it anyway.
Okay, are you all right? Are you okay?
To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Look at all that blood, but he's still wanting to come out for more.
Cornerman, get your job done, do it right.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 9. Misses with the jab. Blocks that jab. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? They both want a highlight reel knockout. Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Fight with the so time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. Now, you say it. Night-night.